Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is Kate in the Nest. I'm so excited to have you here because of course, I'm going to do something different with you. I have caught the Christmas bug, and I have to say that that's thanks to me being involved in a Christmas collab in my journal making. So I am loving making Christmassy things in my paperwork, and today I thought, number one, I'm thinking of all my friends in the Northern Hemisphere who might be really getting into this mood. I've got the journal here that I'm using for the challenge, and you may or may not have seen that. And then I have in front of me some ideas that I have for another journal, and I have to really do a shout out here to the beautiful Rachel of Roxy's Creations. I use her paper in my journals. Let me just, this incredible vintage paper is so much part of my style. Look, there's a message, even though it's November. And like my stitching, I love using lots of little bits and pieces and putting them together. So this journal is going to have lots and lots of fabric, and I did speak to Rachel's mum Judy, who said that she'd been blessed to have her gorgeous daughter send some pieces of Christmas fabric over to her. And so thanks to those two, I've got some incredible Christmas fabric to play with, and I thought I'd share that with you because because I'm loving that journal so much, I'm going to make another one specifically as a daily journal for December. If you've seen my organization videos, I write every day, every morning. I like to start with gratitude, and I've also got one of these little HB Sprocket instant printers, and I love doing a photo a day, and I thought I would incorporate, therefore, all the things I love, because this is 2024. It's been a very, very special year for me to meet so many new people in my own community, and then to, start being part of this online community. So that's what this is about. Here's a little bit of vintage lampshade trim that I got out of a Green Door package, and again I just thought there's messages coming to me, so it's a bit of everything today, but I hope you can hear the excitement. I can't stop, and I'm going to take you along the journey. These are a few of the little journal cards that I'm using with the kit. It's called Nostalgic Noel, and it's by Rach and Bella Crafts, and I've tea dyed. I am going to get to stitching if you're one of my stitchy viewers, but like always, I want to tell you the story. So these are beautiful papers that the digitals that I have tea dyed, and then I put them with my own plain dyed paper, and there's going to be more than enough for each day. So they're the colors, and so with that I can reveal that this is Rachel's fabric. I will link her down below, and it's just beautiful, and I know she's got it on her Etsy site. So let me take you through, and then we're going to do some stitching. We might even do some fabric on pages. We will see how our time goes. So before I dive in, let's pause and say, how are you? I was about to say welcome to the weekend, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But that's because I'm just excited. The sun's shining here. It's a beautiful day. It's been sort of too hot and then too windy, and like the Three Bears, it feels like it's just right. And I do need to say a wonderful new welcome to my subbies that have come through the journal challenge. I it's just been a wonderful thing. Okay. Oh, Kate, you were talking so fast. I'm sorry, everyone. I'll just pause. Okay, I'm going to make a journal cover to fit an A5 journal. Now this one, I've used blanket and then some vintage, very fine, it's like a voile type of thing, and then a Christmas napkin, and then braid. So I need something on the back, and it may turn out to be something I will applique. Why don't we just start actually doing something, Kate, as you chat away. Of course, I've buried the scissors. How can I do that? I've buried the big scissors. Here they are. So I'm just seeing this little bit here. And I do hope you are crafting along with me. And as I say, I've been blessed to find some new friends. So wherever you are, whatever time it is, I do hope that we can be making together and feeling grateful and thankful. So look at these beautiful colours that just go so beautifully. So let's just plop those there. And the next journal probably, I was going to say won't be as thick, but it very easily could be. I have cut a blanket. Can I just check that you can see all of this? I've cut a blanket. I love stitching, as you know, on blanket. This is one I'm using in the Betty quilt because it's so reminiscent of my childhood. Pure wool. So I've cut it to this size. Actually, it was a scrap, so that's all I had. And I'm going to make a flap in here. And I will use some fabric on the inside because I want to have a chance to tuck Christmas cards and things like that. So like I've got, this is Beck's Christmas, this is Beck's postcard. Fleur's is somewhere, his little woolies. Imagine they were cards from family and friends, and they can always stick in there. So that's why it's a bit longer, and it gives me more opportunity to play with Rachel's fabric. So I'll put those over there. So imagine we're wrapping our journal up, and it will end up like that. So we need fabric on the front and around the back and on the flap. I will make a soft spine to put these in. Sorry, similar to this one in here. So I don't know whether this is a stitchy or a paper. It's a combined, which is the best way of doing things. So with that in mind, I want that to be the front page. These are the digitals that have been dyed, and I just think they're absolutely beautiful. But now let's have some fun. I think I want this to be the back. I think I worked that out. Yeah, so I can remember that the flap is where that stripe is, which means we need to flip it over. And I might just put a pin in there to remember myself. Okay, I've got some ideas already for the fabric that I would like to use for the cover. And it's this one here. Now I've left the, well, I haven't cut it yet, but this is how it comes. It comes in these strips with a border. I like, as those of you who've been with me for a while, I like the frayy look, and I'll do some stitching, and I sort of like that it's bordered. So I've cut that from a piece, And I'm thinking I might like to join it there. So it's a collage of textiles. Aren't they beautiful? And I love that the colours are just absolutely perfect. And this bit here was actually, where was it? I cut it. Anyway, was it there? I can't remember. But anyway, I'm thinking of putting it there. There are lots of other pieces, and I won't use all of these. I'm giving the ones back, obviously, to Judy, but I'm thinking there's such opportunity. I like that there just already now. I wonder if this one tears the cotton. Yes, it does. So that's a beautiful snippet there. And I was loving this. So let's cut this bit of script out. So versatile, this fabric, because you can use it straight or so there's like a letter. I've got some cards that I haven't finished yet. I haven't brought them all over to this side, but I think you get what I mean. They can make beautiful journal cards with some fabric and some stitching. Back to the bow, Kate. It's just... going around that as a potential piece of applique. And unlike this one where I made the cover and I've stuck it down, I've sewed around, I'm thinking I'm going to work this piece on the blanket first and then transform it into the cover. Let's look at that. There's another beautiful piece. So I'm wondering what you're making at the moment. Have you got into the Christmas field? Or Christmas feel? As I said, I haven't ever done anything like this before. So that's, for me, it's symbolic of what a wonderful year it's been. Look at all these fabrics. So truly have a look. And I know that Rachel's making some journals that she's going to put on her site as well. And keep an eye on that. I think I need that little wreath. But on this pink is gorgeous and very Kate-ish. So I was just thinking that I've actually neglected my autumn journal. I was thinking, what should I be up to stitching? And here I am. Love that as well. Let's just make that a rectangle. Look at that. As this works. Okay. This isn't the glue I'd use all the time, but seeing it was here, let's put that little postmark on there. What I love about this is it's Rachel's Italian paper there and a little bit of her fabric, and I believe Rach and Bella are out of Wales, so it's very Northern Hemisphere in influence. And having a great influence on this Aussie. So I'm going over here because I want a torn edge on that page. Which I probably shouldn't have done. I'll dye that in a minute, but I just wanted to give you the look of the layered style. That can be a pocket, can be a guess what's under here moment. Just so much fun. All right, back to fabric. Look at all of this, layer upon layer. I'll just show you these other bits. I think I need some poinsettia, and I'll just tear down there. Oh, I know what I meant to do. I'm going to make a pouch for it as well. It's in some beautiful, I haven't got it down here, some of my vintage linens, and I'll just put these as appliques and other things on there. So, right, I better not get carried away. So many exciting ideas. I'm so happy to share them with you. I'll put that aside. Okay, we've got, I don't know if, I just hope you can feel this, the joy of this fabric. My life changed because I met Judy at the Green Door Studio in February this year. It's local to me and I didn't know it existed. And 2 weeks after that, I met Rachel. And ever since I've been going to the Green Door Open Studios whenever there's one, I try and get to some workshops. I'd never been to a workshop in my life for stitching and making. And the bestest news is that Rachel and Sarah, her sister from Roxy Creations, are running a Christmas course, and I bought myself a ticket to that as my Christmas present. So it's all interrelated. Okay, finally, I don't know how many minutes in, Kate is putting a stitch. In here, and I just want to do like a tacking. So tiny stitches on the top, just to hold it in place for the moment. I'm getting faster and faster because I'm so excited. I could probably do one of those multi-episode videos. I'm not sure. I was watching Rachel's video this morning before I came down to my nest, and she is embroidering some bits of beads of the beads, the beads, not the beads. And that looks fantastic. So just go along here. I did put a red bit of bling on to just symbolize how much I love the thrifting shopping. A whole $2 from the salvos. I'm sorry, someone said that my big rings were distracting. I'm sorry about that, but I do love my just to mix it up, because it's about having fun. Okay, the threads come out there. So let's see. I might do quickly this one round down here, although I've got my 4-ply thread here, and I'm wondering if we can do 2 things at once. Okay, so that's the top of the bow. I think I'll go a little bit closer in. So if you're like me in the southern hemisphere, and the weather is warm, it is an interesting mindset to sort of switch into getting ready. But we were chatting the other day about who puts their tree up when, and whether you have a hot meal or a barbecue or prawns on the beach, whatever. So in the spirit of us sharing, I think that's also wonderful to think of each other's customs. Right, so I've got some pink wool that's variegated, so it's got all these lovely different colours on it, and I'm just going to do a really obvious applique, little running stitches. As I'm stitching this, I'm thinking if Rachel was using red, but I don't know whether I've got a really, see, it's a new experience. What colours have I got? So nothing complicated, just relaxing. I'm actually having a very excited idea here that I may not have what I need. I should have it. So I'll keep stitching, and my eyes are going wild around the place. because I was not concentrating. Does not matter. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and come back because I really want to do this thing. I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. I'm not going to reveal what I've just been doing until it's time. So let's pretend that, okay, it's still going around the edge, which I am. Well, I was just sitting here, I thought I might have to make a, so what's on my list now? A Christmas pouch for my journal, because we are going away for Christmas, so I can take it in there. And I don't know, maybe a Christmas pin cushion. Maybe fun. Oh my goodness, isn't it wonderful? Like, making and creating and talking to like-minded people about it is just the most wonderful thing. Okay, I'll just make sure I can get that sort of covering. It's not the end of the world because I'm going to quite obviously stitch that together. Let's go around here. Okay, and now, ta-da, are you ready? Can you guess what I want to do? I want to put some stuffing in here behind the bow so it's 3D. So not too much at the top there. I'm loving it. That's Christmas. Christmas when our hearts are full. We can think of others. And even if we're not surrounded by lots of people, we know we've got each other here. Okay, so that is now going to be closed up, and then I can twiddle that a little bit more. That's the wind. It's actually quite beautiful temperature. I've got the window open, letting fresh air in. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do here on the back. I'll have to have another layer of some sort of material. Okay. There we go. And what I want to do now is to, what colour could we use? I haven't got red, have I? Nope. Have I got green yet? Oh, I've got Zoe's green. little bit of awesomeness colour, but I'll go for a little bit darker here. So I might just cut a little bit of this brightest bit off. And so with the dark. Okay, so we're going to just see if we can outline this bow a bit more. So I think I'll do like a back stitch. I think my berries have ended up having a bit more stuffing than my bow, but again, whatever happens, it's okay. Yep, I'm being rough and tough because I want to see what it looks like. Do you get like that? I'll slow down and be a bit more. Okay, now this is pure Kate. I could go all the way around the edges, but I don't want to bore you, and I actually want to see the effect of this, so I'll do that later. But let's just travel across the inside of the bow. Pull it tight. Yes. In there. And again, I can, I'll be patient and I'll go around this side first. Now I may end up colouring that right in, which I think I might do anyway, but I don't want to run out of cotton. Let's just do it. Because it's variegated, it might start to pop some of that neon. Not yet. Still waiting. Oh, stabbing everywhere. And then we're going to go over there. This is the funnest bit. I'll stop talking. Sorry, everyone. Loving it. So I hope you can get the idea of that. So I will go all the way around this bow. Forgotten where my stitch is. There we go. So that's, you've got the idea. I'm going to have that as a feely cover. Ooh, so excited. All right, let's just pull that out for a moment. I don't know how our time's going, but I don't really care, to be honest, because I'm having so much fun. What else have we got? I'll save that for an inside or a flap. Oh, that's beautiful. Maybe like that. I don't like covering anything up, but then we'll have something that works into here, which could be, I actually don't want to close the cover is what I'm trying to say. It's so beautiful. That's why when I make the pouch, I'll be able to have bigger. All right, what are we going to do now? Let's have a different fun color, which I obviously need to expand my repertoire because I haven't got Christmassy colors down here. Look at this. Judy did ask me about, didn't I ever roll my skeins? And I said yes, but still doesn't really work for me. But we'll get something out of here. And then I'd like this to look like it's a bit like a patch. Because we've got some fraying, let's make a bit more fraying. Don't know how to do that really, but look at that bit there, that's wonderful. Now, if you don't like fraying, I totally understand. That was a good start. Goodness, sorry everyone. Okay, so it's like a big, obvious stitch. I need to pull some more of this up. See, I don't mind that that's not exactly together. Look how that blue's coming up. It's quite nice to have the combination of all the colours. Actually, I just realised this is probably the most traditional I've ever been. It's a time and a place for everything. sort of thinking vintage and worn, but warm and inspired by love. I think it's a story here. And I was actually thinking that this can be a memory piece as well. So I will do some beading. I learned with Bella. Definitely some fleur flowers. In fact, that's what I could do with the poinsettia. So I can't get the needle. There's so much you can do with this fabric. Just beautiful cantha. But I will, I think, now that I've seen so many lovely little motifs and ideas, that this will be embellished, as will be the pouch. I want to start the pouch right now, but I'll try and just keep doing this for a minute. You'll have to come back. And then there's the journal. Oh, got myself stuck. I love the feel of that pillow, that bow. It's a bow pillow. I've used that on the beddie quilt and it just gives me joy. Am I going to make it up? I actually may leave that because I might end up putting, I haven't got anything close, but it wouldn't be a cover without some sort of flower or something of mine that I could tuck in or over. So I'm just going to leave that bit there now. That's going to be the top of the pouch. So you just have to come back because maybe it's a Christmas collection. Who knows? Okay, I think that may have been a long one, but you know when it's long, you know it's flowing, and you know that feeling? You never want to stop. So, but I will stop now. So, where have we been? All around the Christmas world. I've got that journal that has inspired this journal, which is going to be filled with a daily memory of Christmas. So it's going to have these beautiful digitals and papers inside it with a flap, all sorts of embellishment, cards, you name it, beads. I'll stop now. You've got the hang. Might have a pin cushion. Let's just finish, Kate, with this beautiful fabric and ideas and a sense of joy. So from my nest to yours, have a, oh, I love that so much. I may not be able to stop doing this. There might be lots of episodes, so just stay tuned. This is Kate in the Nest saying have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by and being with me. I'm sending you joy and blessings until next time. Bye.